Hey everyone, welcome to Stars and Pearls. I'm so happy that you found your way here. I hope you click like, subscribe, and share, and that you drop a comment in the comment section below this video. You know the drill. So let's get on this week ahead reading. It's going to be a pick a card just to keep things easy and kind of quicker. And or maybe should I do Aries through to Pisces? No, you know what? I'm gonna do Aries through to Pisces. Okay, way easier. And let's have a look from the 23rd to the 30th and see what kind of energies are coming up for you. So you guys know the drill. We'll do a collective read. And then you can check your sun, moon, rising, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, all your personal signs, whatever the hell you want to check. Okay? Excuse my language. Anyhow, let's get started. And the collective reading, what are the energies for the collective coming up in the week ahead, please? Spirit guides, what's going on? Okay, I definitely feel something around the weather. I quickly noticed something environmental, some kind of an environmental issue, some kind of I don't know if it's an earthquake or what have you, but there's something along those lines that is being discussed, talked about, spoken about, or it comes up in some way, shape, or form. But there's something environmental that is coming up in the week ahead. What else am I picking up? It really feels like this is the week where everything goes kaboom. It's people are being catapulted forward again. Pluto has switched signs. There are like a gazillion videos on YouTube on that topic, so I won't even bother to dive into that, collective astral soup. But there is a collective, like a push forward. It's as if the rubber band had been pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, pulled back, and now finally it's being let go. Whoomp, and things go whoosh. So things are going to start moving forward again. Of course, it's going to pick up speed. So it feels like this week is when things start moving, but when it really picks up speed is towards next month, the month after, where we start noticing, whoa, this year is almost over again, and we just started. So there's the Four of Swords that comes up. It's really important, collective has to, it's coming out with this peaceful, this stuck, okay? let's call it for what it was, okay? It's coming out of this stuck phase where we were stuck battling negativities, battling all kinds of things that came up. And battling is a strong word. Like I should be using the word of encountering. I should be using the word of learning to integrate, learning to deal with, learning to handle. And healing on a collective level, the things that arose. Now, it is not a laughing matter in the sense of how it actually showed up in our collective or how it is currently still showing up and what people are enduring and going through. So please, even though I'm trying to get a light energy to bring across to you, these are deep core currents through the collective consciousness that are affecting us on a day-to-day basis here. Okay, so then the next card for the collective is so that healing, that stagnant, stuck energy phase is moving, it's shifting, it's passing. And it also has to do with the I'm really noticing it ever since I got back. And the change in generations, like it is so tremendously phenomenal. And this let's call them the more set traditional gen is a slowly seeding power. Okay, slowly seeding power, and they're reluctant to let it go, but they're slowly power sharing. Is that what we want to call it now? So the things are starting to move forward in a growth positive direction. Now, the thing is that, humanity isn't supposed to be stagnant. We're not supposed to stay stuck in stuck traditions or rights and just stay there, and just keep maintaining and doing it doesn't even give you a sense of security to do that, So it does feel as if this is a year, the beginning of this year, this is a week where we're going to start noticing that things are really shifting. We woke up and we're in a different universe, different world. And we noticed that last year, we did. And we noticed things were shifting and changing for years now. We compared it to birthing the new era and all of that. And but this is probably a year where we realize we've arrived and there's work to do, and that work that we're going to do, it's not like pioneer work though. That's the different, it's more programming work. And I think, I feel that's where we're going to wake up and realize, whoa, it's not going to be as bad as predicted, in the sense of we are turning into, we're, you know how you look to the past and you see how pioneers, they went to the American West and they conquered the lands, right? Not that we admire that much, because we know what that means, right? Actually. But if we're thinking about conquering this new era in the same way, no. No, 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 that's not how we do it anymore. That's not how we roll. So we're moving from conquerors to programmers. And that it's a subtle, but it's a very definitive shift. And I think or I feel that's what we're catching up with as we're moving into this new era. So what does it mean to be a programmer? What does it mean? And it's like we're programming our new reality as we move forward. There are no rules set in stone. There's no, hill to be fought on or died upon. We just program that hill into our reality. This is what it is now, right? So if I see a lollipop and I don't want it to be a lollipop anymore, I'm going to program it into a tree, and eventually it's going to be a tree. So we're programming our reality. Not only that, in that sense, we're also rewriting the script of how we used to perceive the past. We're also programming, quite literally, a new entity, call it AI, call it whatever, we're programming that new level of existence. We have become creators, in a sense. And we haven't realized it yet. We're still, like I said, we just hit this new territory. We haven't scoped out the land yet. But since people like me are here as like foreseers, what I feel and what I'm being told, what they're going to find out is that, whoa, we are now programming a new plane of existence. So are we still going to be the main players or the main character in the play? Not, I don't know, ultimately, a couple hundred years from now, who knows, right? But right now, we're just starting the beginning of this programming journey, where we're actually programming a new level of existence for other players. So other entities that come in through the AI world, if you will. And we're already seeing that, because and people are right to be worried and concerned about their jobs and their livelihood and their work, they are, of course, going to try to mitigate the impact of AI and its inclusion in our societies, and it running our societies, taking over a lot of things by speaking about a universal basic income that everybody will be getting and will be entitled to. But at the end of the day, if we continue down this path, it's a dangerous path to walk down. And a lot of people are saying, that's never going to happen. Just like they said the emails weren't going to happen. They said the internet wasn't going to happen. They said social media wasn't going to happen. They said all these things weren't going to happen. And here we are. So from me to you, it is going to happen. It's just human nature, and we shouldn't stop it. This is the next level of our development, our growth, our evolution, our next, level to be fought through in consciousness, to maintain a sense of spirit connectedness to the divine, all of that inside of this new matrix that we're actually creating. It's our next challenge. So these AI beings will be taking over pretty much, astrology. They'll be taking over all these things. People like are thinking, I can't see that happening, Carlene. I don't see them taking over like psychic work or anything like that. Well, no, what they'll be doing will be initially educated guesses, informational guesses, but eventually those guesses are going to become more and more accurate. And or not even guesses, throwing the odds, throwing the die, right? And eventually more and more calculations as more and more information gets added to it. But astrology is going down that pathway, right? Those of you that have CoStar app and all that. And then you have photography, writing, medicine, you name it, pretty much everything that we can think of, music, movies, it's all going to be eventually, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but it's all going to be natural at some point for human society to have most of it created for popular consumption, at least by this other thing. And we will have programmed it though, right? We will have programmed it to a certain extent because most of these are self-learning, as you guys know. And so you program to a certain extent and then it just logs into whatever information banks it can logs into and teaches itself further. And so that's pretty much what's coming down the pipes. But that turns us from pioneers into programmers. So we're no longer going in and conquering the lands. We are now programming the script. We're writing the script. And that makes it all the more, the game becomes more interesting. You know, what are we going to write? What is the ending going to be? How are the players going to react to what we write? How are they going to grow with what they write? How are they going to take what we write? What are they going to do with it? So to come back to this week, because that's all I wanted to actually talk about was this week. Yeah, it's a week where things are going to speed up and a lot of us are going to realize, whoa, okay, we're really here now. We've landed, we've arrived, we've got boots on the ground, flags on the stake has been stuck. And we're in this new realm, in this new world, and there's a sense of acceptance that comes in with that and moving forward. And once you accept something, all of a sudden the resistance falls away. And once the resistance falls away, everything's in flow again because the resistance stops the flow. So that's what's actually helping us to move forward into this new realm. It's sure you could say it's Pluto, whatever, but it's actually the choice on the collective level that it's time to, you know, we can't stay stuck in the past. We got to keep it moving. So the second card that comes up is the Page of Wands, and that has to do with messages, information, news. So a lot of, you know, if you're a news person, you might want to keep your eye on that this week because it seems like there's some headlines that are going to be, how should I put it? Not full, but not nothing. You know, it's not going to be this huge, oh my God, you know, like a country has fallen or crashed or this volcano has erupted and buried 3 countries under its rubble. It's not going to be that, but it's going to be there's something building up, coming up in the works. There's something important. There's a nugget, a gold nugget that is landing this week that we want to pay attention to. It's heralding. That's what I'm looking for. It's heralding something. So there's something that is coming up this week that is heralding something to come, that is already showing the what's coming further down the pipes. Okay. Pointing in a certain direction. I do feel it's political, by the way. To narrow it down even further, I got a strong, distinct feeling that it's something political, politically oriented. More news coming that is going to affect the political emotions of people. This may be more news on Epstein. This may be more news on who knows, okay? But something that's going to push the collective emotional field into a certain direction or inform it with some kind of further information. And the final card, it has to do with money, okay? Money, honey. This is the 10 of Pentacles. So this has to do with big amounts of money, funding, campaigning, banks. It might be a message about the banks, okay? There might be a message or some kind of information around banking that is coming in this week that would be important for people to know, but it has to do with a lot of money, has to do with inheritances, has to do with the future of money, because this is the final card landing in the future position of a 3-card layout. So it has to do with the future of money, some kind of message that is heralding the future of money, that is heralding what is to come. Has to do, like I said, with the 10 of coins is, yeah, it's the ultimate. So with a lot of money, okay? So collectively, we're restructuring on that level as well. You guys know this, I don't need to say. All right, so let's dive into the 12 signs, and I'm going to move through these really quickly. I don't want to spend longer than a minute or two on each sign. And yeah, well, let's see what's coming up for you guys. So let's start off with Aries, please. Aries, what's coming up for Aries? We've got the Death card. Aries, something is coming to an end this week. Don't be afraid of endings. We always want to sweeten up the Death card and say that it's transitioning, it's shifting. We want to soften it and make it like we're done with that. Okay, we're adults here. We're spiritual adults. There are endings to every good thing. There is a good end. And so something is ending this week. And of course, it's opening up the portal for something new for you to begin, but it's also okay for you to take your time and mourn this ending or release this ending completely, cut your ties to whatever needs to be cut, release an idea, This can also have to do with a transformation, Aries. It also has to, I just said, let's be tough, big people here. And it's all about endings and not about transformations. But hold on. Let me correct that. I do feel that, some of you, this is about changing who you are, changing yourself completely. I felt all of a sudden, I felt like I was a butterfly popping out of a cocoon, a snake's shedding its skin. But it feels like it's okay to give yourself some time. Don't expect this to be an instant process where you're instantly moving from state A into state B. Allow yourself some time for things to happen. If you've just ended a relationship or a job or you moved somewhere, allow yourself that time to process that ending, to process that change, to process that sometimes grief. Even though we're happy about the new beginning, we're happy about what is now to come, sometimes we need that moment to just release the past completely. Okay. So I'm seeing that you may be dealing with someone who's Scorpio this week as well. Someone who's Scorpio. All right. Someone who's Scorpio who is playing some kind of there may be power games as well with the Scorpio. And you may be ending that power game, or this power game is leading to some kind of ending. Okay. But there's something to do with a Scorpio and power gaming this week. All right, Aries. Enjoy. You're the right one to play that game with. I know it. Okay. Let's see. Let's move on here. And we've got Taurus. Taurus, what's coming up for you this week? We've got the Eight of Coins. So you're really dedicated to your craft. You're trying to become a master at what you're doing. This is also self, growth, where you're working on yourself, you're developing yourself, Taurus, you're investing in what you believe in, you're investing in things again. And it really feels with the Eight of Coins like you're really focused on the details and the fine print. You're not too concerned what's going on in the world. You're not too concerned about anything that doesn't have anything to do with you, and not in a selfish way or point of view, but you're super focused. You're looking to the future. You're looking to, how can I make this work? How can I put down roots in this? How can I become really good at what I'm doing? How can I, and you're willing to invest time, energy, and effort equals work into something that you believe in. This can also indicate investing into a relationship, solidifying things, working on a relationship, making things work within a relationship, finding balance, compromising, working things out. Okay. But it feels like a balanced week ahead for you, Taurus, where things kind of go your way. Small wins, small karmic returns, Okay. Moving on to Gemini. What's coming up for you this week? We've got the Nine of Pentacles for Gemini. Woohoo. So people are really, this is interesting because we've got the 10-9-8 already. So this is a week of money and putting down roots of making money, generally speaking. But for you, Gemini, for sure, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. You're feeling pretty up on yourself. You're feeling really good about yourself. You're feeling good where you are. You're feeling like you've got this. Things are moving forward for you. You're feeling solid in what it is that you're doing. If you don't feel this way, you're focused on that this week because that's what you want. That's what you desire, is to feel like you've arrived. You've gotten to where you've worked hard, you've put in the effort, you've put in the hours, you've gotten to where you've desired to be. So here we have the Nine of Pentacles, and it feels like it's a great week ahead for you. A Nine of Pentacles does have to do with focus on self. And again, not in a selfish way, but, patting yourself on the back, giving yourself some accolades, which is perfectly fine for the energy and effort you've put into things. And, being rewarded, acknowledged, recognized, seen for what it is that you do, seen for the work that you've invested and put into whatever it is that you do. Okay. But on a relationship level, it does indicate that you're taking more care of yourself this week. You may be feeling kind of alone this week more than in a partnership or in a relationship. So some of you that are single, this is still a week, unfortunately, where, you know, you're continuing to be focused on elevating yourself, putting yourself in a good way. If you're in a relationship, it does feel as if this is a week where, you know, you're still focused on things that are about you more than about us. Okay. All right. Moving on to Cancer. Cancer, what's coming up for you, Cancer? We've got the Five of Swords, Cancer. So this may be a week where you feel edgy, like something has gotten under your skin. You don't know how to get it out, and it's making you run around in circles. It's also making you attack yourself, Cancer. And this is the thing where you feel, you know, maybe you're feeling kind of in a competition, or you're feeling competitive, or you're feeling that others are competing with you. Maybe it's you just can't make up your mind, and you're feeling like you're going to go out of your mind because you can't make up your mind around a certain situation. There are just too many options to choose from, but these options all have to do with you cutting something back. Okay. So the Five of Swords also makes me feel as if you feel like you can't trust someone or something that you're dealing with or that you're connected to, Cancer. It also feels like the sense of betrayal, the sense of um it's it's not even betrayal, it's just the sense of resistance to what is. Okay, that's what I'm picking up here. Again, this is a quick week, it's just a quick snapshot, so this is a momentary fluctuation in your energy, which will pass quickly, but it's great. It's great. Welcome it, and ask yourself, why am I feeling so irritated? Why am I feeling so frustrated? Why am I feeling like things aren't going on my way? Why am I feeling like this? You know, not just saying, okay, this person is doing that to me or whatever. Why is this bringing up this reaction in me to the situation that I'm facing? Five of Swords. Then let's have a look at, it's a great healing opportunity. Okay, Cancer. It's a great healing opportunity for you to heal something that has been stuck under your skin for quite some time that may have nothing to do with the situation that triggered it actually in you. Okay, moving on to Leo. Leo, what's coming up for Leo, please? Leo this week ahead. And we've got the Chariot, but it was in the reverse. So I'm going to keep it like that. Leo, in the reverse, it means you may be backpedaling on something, okay? You may be taking 2 steps back instead of 2 steps forward. Maybe you were planning on taking 2 steps forward, but something has you rethinking things and you're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, maybe I shouldn't. You may be dealing with someone who's Cancer as well. So you may be thinking, maybe I shouldn't get myself involved in this. Maybe I need to slow things down. Maybe things are going too fast for you. I don't know. But it just feels as if you've decided to take a U-turn or take 2 steps back on a certain situation. You're not feeling this gung-ho-ness of moving forward as you did before. And that's perfectly fine. Whatever time you need to think about something before you jump into it, take it. There's no rush here. I'm not feeling a rush. And I would say that, you know, you need to make a choice because things are, but I'm not feeling that. I'm feeling that it's okay for you to take your time. It's okay for you to take 2 steps back. It's okay for you to change your mind on something. It's all okay. All right. So I'm actually feeling this is a good thing for you. Listen to your inner feeling, your inner guidance, your gut feelings. Don't rush in where angels fear to tread. If something is telling you slow down, take a step back, slow down and take a step back. Okay. Moving on to Virgo. What's coming up for Virgo, please, in the week ahead? Virgos. Let's see. Virgo. Okay, Virgo, you've got the Nine of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. You've got 2 cards that flew out for you. So I'm going to read those too. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. It feels like this is a great energy for you this week, Virgo. Again, things are moving ahead. They're moving in the direction that you want them to move into. And you're feeling like you're getting your karma back. You know, finally, good karma is coming back to you. It's your time. This is a great energy week ahead for you. Wishes fulfilled, prayers answered, things coming through for you, doors opening for you, stones being moved out of your path. Okay, so you can walk forward clearly. It just feels like a fantastic, there's also a generous offer that is coming your way, a very generous offer that is coming to you, Virgo. And there's no catch to this. You can take it, you can accept it. There's no catch, there's no expectation. I'm feeling like this is a wonderful opening or possibility for you, opportunity for you, and you should take it. If you're hesitating and taking it, it's time to work on your self-esteem. It's time to work on your self-confidence, time to work on those issues that keep you from tapping in, tuning in, and accepting all the goodness that this universe has to offer you. This is your time, Virgo, so roll with it. Roll with it. Okay, moving on to Libra. What's coming up for Libra, please, this week? What does Libra need to know about their week ahead? What does Libra need to know? We've got the, whoa, Libra, 10 of Wands. Okay, things are kind of heavy for you, and you may not know which way forward or which way to go. You might be carrying too much expectations of yourself as well. Like your expectations are heavy. Yeah. And it feels like they're weighing you down. So you have high expectations of yourself, you have high expectations of others, and high expectations of the situations. And it's all become way too much. It's all become too heavy. So you have to discard these. These may be expectations that you've been carrying with you for so long. These may be ancestral, traditional, cultural, you name it. It might not even just come from you. So really have a sit down and look at, is it even worth it to carry all this stuff with me? Or why am I doing this? How is this going to pay off for me? You may think you want the payoff of those expectations, but is that the way to go nowadays? It might have been something that it was appropriate in a different era, but in this era, is that really appropriate to still have those expectations? Now, you may be tied to them because you feel like they're tied to your values, right? Which makes everything a little bit more complex. But it feels like these are just burdening you down. They're not helping you in any which way, shape, or form, Libra. You need to chuck it and move on. Okay. Um, yeah, so I'd say this week is a week where you realize where you self-sabotage, Libra. All right, let's move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, what's coming up for Scorpio, please? Scorpio. Scorpio week ahead, we've got the Knight of Wands. As something in you is wanting to move forward. There's this energy, this drive, this ambition, this desire to move forward in your week ahead. Okay. You may be planning future travels or trips, Scorpio. You might be thinking about, where you're headed to next. You may be investing in learning as well. Again, the Knight of Wands. There may be something dramatic happening in your life or coming in your life, some kind of a change that is good for you, though. This is a change that shakes things up, that shakes you up a little bit, and it is really good for you, though. The Knight of Wands is also indicating someone who is breezing through your life. This is not a permanent state. It's a temporary state. So while you're in this state, it's a great idea for you to roll with it and make as much of it as you can. Enjoy it, expand into it, have fun with it, right? Make as much of it as you can, because this is not going to last. And this is a fantastic opportunity for you to lighten things up, change things up, expand things, right? And bring some joy into your life. The Knight of Wands is also about joy, okay? Bringing some happiness, joy, levity into your life. You may be dealing with a passionate fire sign person, okay? This person may be very passionate, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, maybe breezing through your life and just bringing a lot of goodness into it. So make the best of it. Don't focus on longevity. Don't focus on, oh, this has to last or else. Just find the sweet moments and enjoy those, okay? Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. What does Sag need to know for their week ahead coming up here? Sagittarius, we've got the Five of Cups. Oh, this is upside down though. Okay, so this would be right side up. The Five of Cups upside down, you're moving now past. Some of you have been very disappointed in the past. You've been disappointed in yourself as well. Some of you, that's what I'm picking up for Saggies, is there's some kind of a disappointment that you're carrying with you about yourself, on yourself in some way, shape, or form. You're expecting yourself to be different, do something different. I don't know. But you're letting go of that now, and you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. You're seeing that things can go on, life does go on, things can get better. all good things come to an end, but that doesn't mean that another good thing can't come along. So it does feel as you're moving out of the doldrums, you're moving out of the stuck energy of 2023. You're moving out of yeah, this yeah, tied down, somehow. And this disappointment in something. That's the main thing I'm picking up. I don't want to ramble too much because I'm feeling that's all I'm picking up is grief, disappointment, a little bit of sadness, but nothing that's going to last and stay with you forever. It's a momentary thing, and it feels like you're moving out of that already. And you're already looking to the next shiny bright thing, and things are going to really expand for you, open up for you, and move on. You're leaving this heaviness behind. Okay. Um, Also, for some of you that are in relationships or were in relationships, somebody may have been disappointed with you and or with the relationship with you and what they were getting out of it, if that makes any sense. They may have expected some kind of commitment or a long-term thing, and you were like, I need some more time. Or they were expecting something from you which you weren't yet ready to give to the extent that they desired it from you. Could be also be trust, and there's that disappointment there, but that's also fading away now. All right. So things are moving forward. Feels good. Okay. Moving onward to Capricorn. What's coming up for Cappies? Cappies, we've got the Page of Swords in reverse. So somebody has cut communication with you, Capricorn. You've cut communication with someone, or someone has cut communication with you. And this is quite okay. The Page of Swords, it feels like this is not the kind of communication that you need in your life. You need something that is elevating, that is pulling you up, that is making you um, feel good about yourself again. This is the kind of communication you need, that kind of thing. Fun, light, heavy, happy, fun, light, happy communication. And this felt like it was just going down the wrong pathways. It was all very attacking. It was um, biting. It was toxic. Okay, it was toxic. And this is now being cut out of your life. So you're moving forward lighter. You may feel initially like you're missing something, but you're not. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be much better from here on in. Okay. Moving on to Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius, please? Aquarius and their week ahead. What does Aquarius need to know? We've got the Queen of Wands. You may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. And someone who is, no one is, what's that? Scorned women. What's that saying about scorned women? Okay, because it did show up in the reverse, but I felt like I could twist it either way for you, turn it either way for you, Aquarius. But it does feel like there's something gossipy. It feels scorned. It feels vendetta-y, vengeful. It feels like attacky without really being present. Like it's all very vague here. But it does feel as if you're dealing with some kind of a gossip situation. This may be at your place of work, your career, could be in their friendship circle. I don't feel it really too close familial, but it does feel as if there's someone who's also abusing their power, who's misusing their power in a work situation, Aquarius, okay? This may be someone who wants power, desires power, needs power, craves power, but won't acknowledge it and get it in healthy ways, like power over the self. So this is the type of person that causes drama or causes intrigue in order to satisfy that feeling within themselves. You may be dealing with that this week, the ramifications of this person's workings and dealings. The advice here is to stay away, okay? It's turned upside down. Queen of Wands upside down. Stay away. Don't even go there. Don't even try. Don't even try talking, explaining, or doing anything like that. Stay away. I can't reiterate that enough. You can't talk to these kind of people. It's just a straight action that they understand, and on a power level. It's very primitive, it's very basic, but what can I say? It is what it is. So that's the message that I have for you, Aquarius, that drama, intrigue, stay out of it, don't get involved in it. It's all lies, it's all manipulation, it all boils down to someone needing power over you in their life to make themselves feel better. Okay, stay away. Pisces, what's coming up for Pisces in this week ahead? Pisces, We've got the Four of Pentacles, and this is awesome because Pisces, everything's stable for you guys. It's holding on to your principles and your values, holding on to what you've got, holding on to a sense of belonging as well, knowing your place, knowing your time, knowing your people, and just moving within a known circle. Don't step outside of that this week. You don't need to, you won't be called to. It just feels very stable. There's no major shift or change. Some of you may be thinking about moving. You may be thinking about a new place to live. You may be thinking about renovating, moving in with someone. It's a very domestic oriented week. You may be home a lot this week. Just enjoy your time home, enjoy the coziness. But it feels like that's the main theme of your week ahead for Pisces energies, Pisces currents. Also has to do with values. What do you value, and keeping that close to you, keeping people that you value close to you, keeping people that you love close to you, showing people that you love them. It's that seems to be the topic that's coming up for you this week, showing your appreciation, your gratitude, your love, your caring, your support, being there for others, being the rock in the river for others. I mean, Pisces is usually the one that needs the rock, but this time it's you, okay? So that's pretty much what's coming up. Also, someone wants to stabilize something with you. There are people or a person that wants the stability with you, that wants to stabilize something with you, okay? That means that an offer may be coming in, some kind of a long-term offer towards you. This may be for your work or for living circumstances this week. Okay. So that's, yeah, yeah. Or relationship circumstances. It just feels really stable. Okay. Thank you all for listening. I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead, and I'll see you on the next videos. Take care. Bye.